Tim, this is a really crazy question, but would you ever consider planting only one pumpkin plant?
Definitely not, as you need multiple plants for pollination.
You can have a lot of flowers on your vines or on your plants and absolutely no fruit if you don't have proper pollination. What gets us to this garden killer, and that is the lack of pollination.
Some plants rely on insects or wind for pollination. If you don't have enough pollinators in your area, your crops might not produce fruit or seeds. Attracting bees and butterflies can help with this issue. So let me give you several examples of our garden vegetables that do require pollination to grow. In no particular order, we'll start with the squash family, like zucchini and butternut squash. These plants typically have separate male and female flowers, and bees or other pollinators are needed to transfer pollen from the male to the female flower. Next comes cucumbers. Like squash, cucumbers have separate male and female flowers and rely on pollinators to fertilize the female flowers in order for fruit to develop. Pumpkins, too, like other members of the cucurbit family, need pollination by insects in order to produce fruit. You can have a lot of flowers on your pumpkin vines, but unless you have pollination, you're not going to have any real pumpkins. Melons are another fruit that require pollination. They require pollinators to transfer the pollen from the male to the female flowers in order to get those nice, juicy melons we're so used to having each and every summer. And the last two examples I'll share with you are very common, very popular garden vegetables, tomatoes and peppers. While some tomato varieties are self-pollinating, they still benefit from insect activity, which can help to ensure that they have better fruit. Peppers, similar to tomatoes, are often self-pollinating, but they can produce better yields with some assistance from pollinators like bees. Pollinators like bees and butterflies and even the wind can play a significant role in ensuring that these vegetables produce healthy crops. But if you're facing poor pollination in your garden, there are, however, several strategies you can use to improve the situation, and here are just a few. One great way to increase the chances of pollination is to plant pollinator-friendly flowers. Include a variety of flowers that attract bees, butterflies, and other pollinators. Popular choices include lavender, sunflowers, zinnias, and wildflowers. A diverse array of plants will encourage a wider range of pollinators. One way to improve your habitat for pollinators is to provide shelter, water, and food sources to attract them. A small water feature, even a bird bath, and areas for nesting such as a bee hotel can be very helpful. And certainly a way to increase your pollination options is to avoid pesticides. Many pesticides harm pollinators like bees and butterflies. Use organic pest control as best as you possibly can, or apply your chemicals at times when pollinators are not active, either early in the morning or late in the evening. If, however, natural pollination seems to be inefficient, hand pollination is a great solution. Use a small paintbrush, a cotton swab, or even your finger to transfer pollen from one flower to another. This is particularly useful for plants like tomatoes, cucumbers, and squash that do rely on insect pollination. A very tried and true method to increase pollination options is to increase your plant density. Now, I'm not talking about overcrowding your plants, but ensuring that your garden has enough of the same type of plant, which is usually a minimum of 2. Some plants, especially those that rely on cross-pollination, may need even a higher density to improve the chances of pollen transfer. And as the old saying goes, healthy plants are happy plants. Healthy plants are more likely to produce flowers that attract pollinators. Ensure that your plants receive the right balance of nutrients, water, and sunlight to encourage flowering. And some wise advice you'll get from a seasoned gardener is to use companion planting. Certain plants attract pollinators or enhance pollination for other plants. For example, planting herbs like basil or dill alongside vegetables like tomatoes can help pollinate both. And I will talk more about planting times in just a minute, but make sure you plant your crops at the right time of year to coincide with the peak of pollination activity in your area. Check local gardening guides for the best planting times and be mindful of your local climate and pollinator seasons. And another suggestion you'll hear from more seasoned gardeners is that some plant varieties are specifically bred to attract more pollinators. For instance, choosing plants with more vibrant, fragrant flowers like beans and peas, or plants known to produce abundant nectar, will help increase pollination rates throughout your entire garden. And lastly, what some gardeners have found to be very helpful is installing a bee-friendly garden. In addition to flowers, provide specific plants that are highly attractive to bees, such as clover, borage, or thyme. These plants can act as pollinator magnets for your garden. By implementing these strategies, you can ensure that your plants get the proper pollination they need for a successful harvest.
Keep in mind that today's garden killer topic is very closely associated with one or maybe two other topics. So for the best possible overview on how to keep your garden safe all season long, be sure you watch all 10 of our videos. Hey, before you leave, be sure to hit that subscribe button to stay current with all of our Soil Channel videos. And again, on behalf of Tim Wallace Soil Mix Supply and the Soil Channel,
I'm Tim Wallace.
and I'm Joe. Thanks for watching. Now grow and make it a great day.
On the website, you're able to see all the different soil blends we have for the lawn, the garden, planting areas, and even golf courses. Also, you'll be able to see what component products we put into each mix, information about those products, and the ratios of every one of our mixes. Under About Us, be sure to check out our blog posts. Great information about caring for the lawn and the garden.